I'd like to talk about how spirituality, for lack of a better word, is practical. There's this idea that spirituality is a very ungrounded, head in the sky kind of endeavor that has nothing to do with our daily lives. Like it's this other thing. And I'd like to present the case that that's not true. I've been an energy healer and a hypnotherapist and an all-around wizard for about 23, 24 years. And my work is completely centered around the very practical concerns of my clients. Now, those concerns could be emotional, but emotions have a very real-world impact on your life. I mean, that's how you know if you're having a good day or a bad day. Emotions. That's how you know if you like the movie or not, right? That's all kinds of stuff. Emotions is really where we live, even people who are avoiding emotions nonstop. So when I say spirituality is practical, I'd like you to think of it this way. Think of spirituality the way you would think of atoms, proton, neutron, electron, right? Atoms are the building blocks of our physical reality. Spirituality is also a building block of our reality, of our physical reality, not in the same way as atoms, but in the subjective way of how do we experience our life, and what is our life purpose? What are the things blocking us from total fulfillment of our life purpose? And are we in our joy? Are we expressing our creativity? These are very practical matters. Because if you're living a life that is very disconnected from your life purpose, then you're not going to be as happy in general. There's going to feel like something's missing. There's going to be a certain intuition that you get periodically that you keep ignoring. And it's going to lead to a certain lack of contentment. There's an epidemic of depression, anxiety, various forms of mental illness, and I'm not talking about things that are chemical in nature, although I think they can be influenced by things I talk about. But I prefer not to go there for the reasons of getting into the medical domain. But the thing is, if you're depressed, it's not just an emotional thing that's disconnected from all practicality. It completely colors your whole life. And you could be in a mansion or you could be homeless, but if you're depressed, you're suffering from the depression or the anxiety or the chronic fear or whatever. So spirituality is not about astral projecting, although that might be a hobby that you take up. Spirituality is not about going to church and singing hymns, although That might be something that connects you to it. Spirituality is about the fact that you are a soul temporarily in a body, and you've chosen to be here for a reason. And when you align with that reason, called your life purpose, and when you align with the talents that you were born with, and you were born with them specifically to fulfill that life purpose, and then you got conditioned along the way, maybe by a family who told you you were being unrealistic, who told you you were being egotistical, who told you you can't do that. Spirituality is the energy that can just erase all that crap and realign you with your soul and with your purpose. So spirituality is fundamental. It is not this ungrounded, head in the clouds, stoned out bliss thing, although it can lead to states like that. And some people chase spirituality just to chase those states of being. But when you really understand what this is all about, you understand that if you don't get right with your spirit, if you don't get aligned on that spiritual level with your life purpose and with your talents and gifts, and clear out whatever's in the way, then you're really ungrounded. That's when you're really stuck in your head, stuck in your emotions, stuck in all the meaningless dramas of your life. That's when you become a robot. You become less alive and you become programmed by your environment rather than a force for enlightenment within your environment. Spirituality is practical when utilized correctly. And maybe correctly isn't the right word. Now, you can chase spiritual states of bliss, and you can feel that bliss, and it's a great thing. I encourage it. But then you need to embody it. And then you need to look at, why can't I hold this bliss more often in my life? Why can't I walk around as the pure expression of this bliss most of the time? Or all of the time? And that's what brings you to healing. Because we have issues that are blocking our light. And we need to remove those issues if we want to shine more brightly. So, think of spirituality the way you think of atoms, as a core bedrock aspect of this reality that you can ignore it, but it's still there. It's still very grounded and practical, and has nothing to do with having your head in the clouds for the rest of your life. It also has nothing to do with chasing a bunch of fads. It's all about alignment with life purpose. That's what your spirit is all about. And when you hook into that and you get on track with that, life is just a lot more fulfilling, and you shine brighter, and that feels good. Thanks for watching.